All right, we are live, everybody. A storm is just starting right now, so I hope that my signal stays strong enough. But I'm just going to jump right into this. So, this is Elizabeth Moore, and I am so excited and I'm a little bit nervous to finally be sharing with you what I have been working on really since early December. I kind of decided where I was going to take this, kind of my idea, but really since probably as early as October, it's been something that I kind of had in the back of my mind. What I wanted to do and what I was dealing with at the time as well, and what I thought would be valuable to you guys. So, right here, right now, I am launching my own first online course. So, you're probably wondering, well, what in the world do you have that is valuable to me? What do I want to learn? So, here's kind of a backstory. With what I do, I talk to a lot of moms. I'm a mom myself. I was dealing with some issues myself. And so what I realized was there was really a need for a course, which I'm going to talk to you about what it's all about in just a second. But what I learned was kind of as a society, we have just come to accept the fact that after we have babies, our bodies, they're going to be a certain way. We think that having that lower belly pooch is just normal. That's what you get for having this baby. And what I like to call the pee when you sneeze phenomenon, that we like to joke about and we think that's funny, but it's really, it's not funny, is normal. As a society, we have come to accept that that's just the way it is. And as women, we just think all right, well, I guess, I'm going to look like I'm 4 months pregnant for the rest of my life. And, I have these beautiful babies, so it's just something that I'm going to live with. And every time I have a cold or I do a jumping jack or something, I'm going to probably pee my pants. So as a society, we've normalized that. Well, being a physical therapist, that is not true. That is a lie that we tell ourselves. There's actually something called Diastasis Recti. It's really hard to say, and my mouth is swollen with this teeth stuff I have going on. So, Diastasis Recti. I'm going to give you a brief overview of what it is, so you can kind of see why it's a lie, why we don't have to just live with the fact that accepting that having a lower belly pooch is just one of the things we get when we have babies. So, your abs, there's two parallel bands of muscle that run down the front of your abs. It's called your rectus abdominis. That's not important. That's where those six-pack muscles come in. So, when there is any sort of intra-abdominal pressure, so pregnancy isn't the only thing that can cause a diastasis, but when there's pressure, like a human being growing in your body for 9 months, it's really 10 months, but that's besides the point. That's a lot of pressure. So what happens is those muscles separate. And the tissue that connects those muscles, it can separate here, it can separate this way, this way. It usually is more this way because the baby is carried lower. So, and then that connective tissue between them also stretches and weakens as well. So, when that baby comes out and that pressure, that intra-abdominal pressure is relieved, sometimes the muscles will go back together. But a lot of times they don't. And so that's when you're left with that gap and that separation. So that's just the fancy word for diastasis recti, is separation of the abdominal muscles. So it's actually a really common condition. Studies show that as many as 62% of women postpartum have some degree of separation. So, it's a serious problem, and most people haven't even heard of it, so they don't even know that it is a problem that they have. So, why is this an issue, and what does it have to do with the lower belly pooch and the pee when you sneeze? So, when those abs separate and they stay separated, you don't have that corset tightening around there to keep kind of your organs and everything in your belly where it should be in place. So what happens, there's that separation, gravity pulls everything down, and so that's kind of where they settle. So that's your organs pooching out. There's no protection there anymore with your abs. with that separation there. So that's what it is. Like if you have ever done a plank and you feel like your belly, like your intestines are gonna land on the floor, like if you have diastasis and you know, like you've done a plank and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That feeling. It doesn't feel good, and I mean, that's literally what it is. Like that's your organs, your internal organs coming through that gap, that separation, pushing on that separation. So, well, what does that have to do with the pee when you sneeze, when you jump, etc.? Well, everything's connected. So the pelvic floor and your abdomen are deeply, deeply connected. So when one of them isn't working, chances are the other one isn't either. So it's not just pelvic floor weakness that comes into play with that pee when you sneeze kind of thing that we all joke about. It's the core a lot of times. So I'm going to tell you my story, and then I'm going to dive into what I'm doing, and I'm so excited about. So my story is a little bit embarrassing, so don't make fun of me for it, but I think it's important to get it out there. So I had two babies about 18 months apart, and I was almost 35 when I had my second one, which those are two risk factors for having a diastasis. So I always knew I had some degree of separation, but I didn't have that lower belly pooch as bad. Like it didn't bother me like I had one, but it didn't concern me enough to really fix it. And being a healthcare worker, and I know there's some of you out there listening, we're the worst patients. Like what we tell people to do, like we don't follow that all the time. So that is so true with me. So I guess I just thought I was immune to everything. So I was just gonna keep doing the exercises that I was doing, and it was just gonna get better on its own. It doesn't happen that way. I'm not immune to fixing myself from diastasis. So if you know anything about me, this is what I do. Like my motivation to work out goes down exponentially as the day goes on. So when I get out of bed, like that is my focus. So what do? I was getting up, going to the bathroom, changing my clothes to my workout clothes, flip open my computer because I do my workouts online. I would go to the bathroom again, and then I would start my workout. So in a matter of about 5 minutes, I'd gone to the bathroom twice. So my bladder, you would think, is empty, completely empty, right? My workout would start, so this is maybe about 8 minutes, literally after I've gotten out of bed. My workout starts, jumping jack comes in, high knees come in, something comes in, and it's just awful. Like it's bad. And you know, I went to the bathroom twice in a period of 5 minutes, but my bladder, just any sort of pressure on it, I mean, it was embarrassing. Luckily, I work out from the comfort of my own home, so nobody really cared. I mean, I don't announce it to the world or anything like that, but I mean, it didn't make me feel good. It wasn't comfortable, you know, and it's just something that, again, we ingrain, like, I had a baby, of course there's something wrong down there. So, whatever, that didn't bother me enough to try and fix it. What happened was I started doing a kickboxing core workout, because I was like, again, the mentality of a healthcare worker, do what I say, not what I do. I started doing it, which is everything that you should not be doing if you have a separation. So if you have a separation, like just a couple things, like crunches are really bad, planks are really bad, you know, so we have this ingrained in our mind, like that's what we do to get back our abs after we have a baby. But if you have any type of separation, that's not what you do, and we don't know that. I knew it, and I still did it. So anyways, I was doing this kickboxing core workout. I wanted that six-pack back. And so I'm following the workouts, I'm following the nutrition plan. As I'm getting towards the end of it, I start to, you know, lean out because I'm really following it. So I wake up one morning, I look in the mirror, like, is that six-pack there? You know, And what I saw shocked me. Now, because I had leaned out, you could literally see the separation. Literally see it. So not only did I not fix anything by doing this core workout, doing everything I knew I shouldn't be doing, I made it worse. I actually made it worse. I made it a lot worse. So not only was my incontinence, which is that pee when you sneeze, not getting any better, and I was doing Kegels and stuff as well, just on my own, but it wasn't addressing the core, which is the root cause of my issue, at least. I made the separation worse. So seeing it, actually seeing it, and see what I had done to myself, that was my wake-up call. That was the call that I needed. And I was like, all right, done. Like, I'm drawing the line in the sand right now. Like, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to stop doing. And I know what I need to do to fix it. So that's what I did. I literally went cold turkey. I started modifying the workouts. I started, kind of recording everything, keeping track of what I was doing just to see if it was helping. And I'll tell you guys what. Right now, like, I don't even know what time it is, but I haven't gone to the bathroom in an hour, 2 hours, maybe. I could literally stand up right now and do jumping jacks. 2 minutes. And there wouldn't be any issues. None. Like, it's not even an issue for me anymore. Like, it doesn't even cross my mind in the morning. Like, I don't wake up and have to go to the bathroom 2 or 3 times before I start my workout. Like, it's better. And so when I was doing those Kegels and everything, that didn't help. That didn't make a difference. It was my core. And what I was doing and destroying with my core, that was my main issue. So after dealing with it myself and realizing that, like, people don't know that this even exists. In some countries, seeing a physical therapist postpartum is just the standard of practice. It's not here. A lot of people don't get checked for it. A lot of people don't even know it exists. So, I mean, why wouldn't you just think, like, all right, well, either this is just the way it's going to be forever and ever, or I'm not training hard enough, or it's my diet, or anything like that, whatever I'm doing is not right. So I just want to get the word out there that that is not the case, and it doesn't have to be the case. Like, there is hope. You don't have to pee when you sneeze for the rest of your life. You don't have to have that lower belly pooch for the rest of your life. Like, there is stuff that you can do to fix it, and people don't know that. So I'm here to give you hope and to show you step by step what to do. So that is what this course is about. So I'm gonna show you step by step how to check yourself for diastasis recti. I'm going to tell you what not to do, what I was doing, what to avoid. I'm going to give you a 4-week step-by-step exercise progression, exactly what to do every single day, day by day. You don't have to guess or anything like that. It's all done for you. And then I'm going to tell you how to know when it is safe to progress your exercise program. Because ultimately, my goal with this program is for you to be able to do any exercise program that you want going forward, because you're going to have the tools and the knowledge to modify it and to not compromise the state of healing that you are in. So that's what the whole course is going to be about. And then because nutrition is a big aspect as well, in getting a flat belly, and there's so much conflicting information out there. I am doing a little bit of nutrition in this course as well. And as a bonus, I'm giving you a done-for-you 7-day meal plan. It has recipes that are family-friendly and kid-approved, and a grocery list, because I know that everyone is busy. Like, these days, people are crazy busy, and I get it. And that's, too, why I wanted to create this course and get the word out there, because not only is a lot of people not even know that it exists, but even people that know that it does exist are like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to go to the doctor. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I'm just gonna live with this. You know, I gotta take care of my kids. Like, I can't take care of myself. So, and this course can be done on your own time from the comfort of your own home. So that is it in a nutshell. So what I have above here in the link is a download. It's completely free. I call it my pocket guide to diastasis recti. And basically what it is it's just gonna give you some basics. You know, how to know if you have it, some things to stop doing, and 5 exercises that you can start doing today, right now, to start closing that gap and start fixing it. Because I want you to get started, you know, right away with this. And then as you go along, you know, with the download, it's completely free. You'll have the option to get into the course as well. You know, if you are ready to draw that line in the sand, like I did, and you just want to know, like, all right, I want to know step by step how to do it. Like, that is what the course is about. So click that link above, go grab your free download. Check it out. Let me know what you think about it, if it's helpful for you. And do me a favor, if you find what I've shared here tonight with you helpful, and you think that it might help other moms as well too, like, that is my mission, just to get the word out there, to get the awareness out there, and to make people have hope again. Like, you don't have to live with these effects for the rest of your life. Like, we've kind of been ingrained as a society to believe. So I want to get the word out there. I want to dispel that myth, and I want to show people that there's a solution for it. And so if you found this helpful, please do me a favor and share this. Share it on your wall. Share it with people that you know are struggling with their, you know, postpartum body image. Because really, my goal is just to help people feel better about themselves, to feel confident about themselves, and to feel good about their bodies. And if I've done that at the end of the day, like, I have done my job, and that makes me really, really happy and excited. So that's why I'm excited to be getting this out there. You know, I'm on a mission to spread awareness about this, and to give people hope, and to give people ready to fix this and to take back that control, bladder control included. So thank you so much for listening. If you're still here, I know this went a little bit long, but thank you so much for listening, for your time, and for your support. And have a great night, everybody.